Yes, Flodesk has an incredible pricing structure, but more than that, they have beautiful email templates. I can't tell you how many times I have been frustrated with trying to make my emails look beautiful, because I understand if someone opens that email and it looks aesthetically pleasing, it will result in more sales. So if you've been struggling with this, if you want to see what Flodesk email templates look like, go ahead and watch this video. If you decide to make the switch, just click on the link in the description to get 50% off and lock into the beta rate of $19 a month, no matter how big your list is. Without further ado, let's hop in. If you're just now hopping into this series, I started by comparing Flodesk to MailChimp and ConvertKit. Then after that, I showed you how to transfer your subscribers if you decide you want to make the switch. And now we're at a point where I need to create my first email. Now, what we did is we exported the YouTube subscriber email list that I had in MailChimp. The reason why I had it in MailChimp is because I didn't want to have to pay more for ConvertKit for having more people on my list. So I separated them out, and everyone who signed up for the VIP vault, they were getting emails through MailChimp, and everyone getting sales emails for i4Ebony came through ConvertKit. Yeah, it was confusing all over the place. And now that Flodesk is around and I'm not going to be charged more for the size of my list, I can put everything in one spot. So praise Jesus. All right. So here's an example of an email designed in Flodesk. This came from Natalie Frank, who we know and love. And so, it looks wonderful. And one of the things that I really appreciate about Natalie is she kind of made her affiliate link look really, really pretty. So if you go over to LaShondaBrown.com, this is what I typically talk about on my YouTube videos. And I tell people, if you want access to my VIP vault, go to LaShondaBrown.com to sign up. And so this is the sole way that I build my email list via YouTube videos. So I've got some more stuff in there, some CSS code, some cheat sheets, some stock photos. And so people go to LaShondaBrown.com, which sends them to a Squarespace cover page. They click on this button, name an email, they get the password to the vault, and then they hop on in. And so that's how I've been growing my email list using YouTube. So what I did was I went over to MailChimp, I exported all those folks who wanted the password to the vault, and now I've got to create an email to let them know about Flodesk. So one thing I would say about MailChimp is the emails that I sent via MailChimp look a whole lot better than what I sent via ConvertKit. So you can see kind of the comparison of what my YouTube emails look like. Now, I do actually like the header image that I made in Canva to go in all my emails because it looks like the branding on my YouTube channel. So I probably will keep this, but everything else, I've got room to improve on how things look. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this on my desktop as the Bootstrap Biz Advice header image. And then usually what I would do is I would put kind of a heading, I put a description, a button to the video, and then the thumbnail of the video. So that was kind of the format, pretty simple. But again, because of Flodesk, I can improve on this. So the first thing I want to point out is that when I'm sending emails from i4Ebony, I really want the replies to go to hello@i4ebony.com. However, for my YouTube channel, because it is a way that I could generate leads for my marketing business, I want to send emails from that address. So what I did is I just hit add new under email setup and I added a second email. When I did that, I got this link in my inbox. And so what we're going to do is just go ahead and verify that. And it looks like that did the trick. So now I can choose whether I want to send an email from hello@i4ebony.com or send it from hello@about90marketing.com. They're both verified. However, this is my default. So something to keep in mind, you can have multiple email addresses, but that's how you would set that up. So we're going to go back and we're going to create a new email. Now, this was one that I just created as an illustration in the last video, so it's still there. If I want to get rid of that, I would just click on the 3 dots and click delete. So if you start playing around with this and you're kind of OCD and want to make sure things stay nice and clean, then you can just click on those dots and delete them. What I really like about Flodesk is when you create emails, you can use those emails for multiple things. So think about your emails as just options to market, not so much a one-time thing. And I'll show you what I mean by that when we hop over to the forms. So let's go ahead and create a new email, and that's going to pull up all of the different templates we have available. So again, I've got room to actually do something a bit more creative. So I think for my first email, this looks pretty cool. The Storyteller's newsletter, that's kind of cool. Sharing news, inspire. I think of the options, that looks cool to me. So we're going to go ahead and click that, view details. This gives a bit more about this particular template, and we're going to hit customize. So when you do that, it appears like the logo that I previously uploaded is showing up at the top. So if you do want to market multiple brands, you may have to continue to adjust that. Then we've got room for some photos down here. We've got our signature. You've got your social blocks here, your address at the bottom. And so that's the general format. So what we're going to do here, I want to replace this. So let's go to manage my logo. That sounds pretty good. And so if you replace it, it looks like it's replacing it site-wide. So again, if you're marketing multiple brands, may not want to do that. But let's do this instead. Let's just delete it because this is what I'm going to be using for most of my emails. So instead of having to always change it, I'm just going to delete it. And I'm just going to drop in a photo. How about that? How about them apples? So we're going to hit plus and add an image instead. So just so you know, this video may jump around a little bit, but I want to condense this and make this as short as possible. So what I realized is when you click the plus sign and you click image, it's going to show up like this. The easiest way to change the image is click on this little circle here, and that will bring up this screen. Fun, fun, fun. So you can upload your image, you can link it, and you can style it. So what we're going to do is we're going to upload that image that I did happen to like from my old emails. Fantastic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this to my bit.ly link that goes straight to the subscribe screen on my YouTube channel. So if they happen to click on it, then it will send them there. I like that a lot. All right, so now we have room for me to put a picture of myself, a little ditty there. This is super cute, but in this case, I don't have a ton of images I want to drop in. So I'm not going to utilize this in this email. So I'll just go ahead and delete that. I also don't need this much text, so I'm going to delete that. And we've got some spacers here, which is really nice, but I don't need it. So just click and delete. So I'm clicking on the spot and hitting the trash can. So that's what I would do first, is I would just scan through, and anything that you do not want to keep, you go ahead and change. Then when you get down to the bottom, you have options to change this message by clicking on it. Then click on message. So let's see here. That's a little extra. Yeah, that's cool. We get it. Inboxes get out of control, and sometimes you just need a break. Click to unsubscribe from all future emails. That sounds lovely. So now that we've done that, the only thing else I want to add is I would like to put that thumbnail from the video. So we're going to add another image. We're going to double click on that little circle area, and we're going to put the thumbnail for the YouTube video, which just finished uploading. So we're going to copy that link, go to link, and we're going to link it there. Fantastic. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this image, replace the placeholder text, and get ready to schedule this sucker to go out. So now I have gone through and replaced all the placeholders with my own text. And there are a couple more things that I want to tweak. So I did have to make this text smaller because my name was a bit longer than the placeholder text. To do that, I clicked on it and I adjusted the size over here. Honestly, I'm not so concerned about matching the brand fonts, but if you do have brand fonts, you can select that over here. So all I did is I just sized it until I liked the way that it looked there. All right, then I replaced this image with an image of myself, wrote some stuff there, some stuff here. Okay, in the text, I wanted to link to my affiliate link. So what I did was I highlighted the text. I can show you an example here. Highlight your text, select link, type or paste in the link, and then hit enter. And so that's how I did that. Down here, you saw I linked to the YouTube video. So we've got a couple of buttons that I think I want to add. So I do like the way this looks, but I'd rather have the spacer in a different spot. So I'm just going to hover this and bring it underneath it. And I would like to add a button to play the video. So we're going to hit the plus sign and we're going to add ourselves a button. So here you can see the different styles of button. You can do different fill colors, border colors, change the position. There's also a drop down here for you to control your border sizing, your thickness, your width, and your height. So I'm going to go ahead and style this to actually match the colors from the YouTube thumbnail. I think that would be a nice touch. So I did a couple things to style my button. If you click on your button, once you add it, you can change what it says. I added in the hex code for my color, and that came directly from Canva. See here. Then I linked it under link to the YouTube video. So I'm really happy with how this email looks. If we compare it to what people are used to getting from me, I think it looks so much better. And maybe I'm going to add this line here. Time to save coins and make better looking emails. Click here to get 50% off Flodesk and lock in for just $19 a month. Yes, Flodesk is the reason this email looks this good. Okay, awesome. So now that my email is designed, I chose my template, I designed my email. Ooh, we got some straggler spacer blocks here, so let's go ahead and get rid of those. Now I think we're all ready. You can also select the mobile view to see what it will look like on a cell phone. All right, so back to editing. We're going to choose our audience by clicking next. See, I would have clicked here, which I obviously did. So if you have issues after you design the email, the next button is in the top right. Okay, so here's the awesome thing. Who is this coming from? So I do not want it coming for I for Ebony. I want it coming from About 90. So that's awesome. I can choose from the different email addresses at that point. Then we're going to hit continue. We're going to write our subject line. And we can say, finally, my emails don't suck. Guys, there's a new email marketing company in town and you're gonna love it. I mean, that's just truthful. It's just honest. So hit continue. We're going to choose our recipients. So you could actually import your subscribers at this point in the email. But since we already did, we're going to add a segment. And we're going to choose our Bootstrap email list. And hit add segments. And so there you go. It's going to go to them. Then we're going to hit continue. And when should we send this email? So you can send it right now, you can send it in an hour, you can send it in a day, or if you hit custom, let's see, you can put the date and the time. So I believe, yeah, technically I scheduled this to post in an hour, but let's just go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this public. We're going to publish it so the link works. And that way, when I send my email, now let's see here. I want to go back actually, because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get a little like antsy about whether or not all my links work. So if you feel that way, feel free to double check and make sure that everything is linked up. So I'm just going to do one last little looky-loo and make sure all my stuff's saved. And you can also send a, you know what, let's do that. Let's send a test email. Continue. There's my subject line. And instead, let's say individuals. And I want to send this to myself. So we're just going to send it to hello@about90marketing.com. All right, sweet deal. And we're going to hit continue. Send this right now. Woo! I'm stressing out, but that's what I want to do. So we're going to send it. Okay, so that's what happens, friends. You can look at your email progress. It lets you know that it's sent. And there is the email, and it says it's sending. So what we'll do is we'll just give it a second. We'll refresh, see what it looks like in our inbox, test to make sure all the links work, and then we'll send it for real. So I didn't time it, but delivery for the email was less than a minute, which was amazing. And you just saw it switch from sending to sent. I think my favorite thing was that it went to my freaking inbox and not promotions. So that's great. Now, this does say, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. So that is because I have not received an email from Flodesk in this inbox. So this may pop up for people. That's awesome that they do check, but I'm going to say it looks safe. So in terms of how it visually looks, I think this email looks gorgeous. Super pumped about it. Made with love and Flodesk. That's sweet. And I'm going to go ahead and test that my links work. Okay, cool. That works. That looks good. Now, since I'm logged in, it's just sending me to Flodesk. But if I wasn't logged in, I can show you guys this in an incognito window. That is what it would look like. So that's what you guys will see if you click on the link in my description. All right, so we're going to go back here and we're going to click on those dots here. Because I really like the email itself, this was just a test. So what I'm going to do is duplicate it. Because everything about it, I'm all about it. So that is the email I sent myself. This is what I'm going to send to my subscribers. So everything is the same. But this time, when I hit next, choose my audience. That is correct. I like the subject. Instead, I'm going to delete my name, add a segment, and I'm going to choose my Bootstrap folks. Then hit continue and send this now. Whew. I like that they say double check. That is, I do feel anxious though, I gotta be honest. Okay, cool. I'm going to send it. So this is my first time sending an email to my Bootstrap list from Flodesk. So we're going to go ahead and send it. And there you have it. Woohoo, you did it. It's all happening. So guys, I'm sorry. This is a long, video. But I hope walking through it real time helps you to see some issues that you may run into and know how to take care of it, shows you where everything is located, and also shows you how awesome Flodesk is. So if you have any questions about using this platform, just let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. And again, feel free to like this video, subscribe, and share, because I'll teach you how to grow your biz without breaking the bank. Until next time, ta-ta for now.